The woman exercises like crazy every day trying to make the baby inside her miscarry, all because she has no idea who the father is. But the baby turns out to be tough as nails. 10 months later, she ends up giving birth to twins, a boy and a girl. 6 years fly by in a flash. The girl from back then is now a single mom, selling baked sweet potatoes on the street, raising her twins all by herself through hard work. Meanwhile, on the other side, John, the president of the Smith Group, is getting major pressure from his grandpa to settle down and get married. Just as John is stressing over it, he spots something unexpected. Two kids selling sweet potatoes by the road. They look exactly like him. A wild idea pops into his head right then. John walks right up and says he will buy all the sweet potatoes Laura has. The kids are innocent and smart, especially the daughter. When she says it would be nice if their dad was around, that hits him deep. John makes Laura an offer on the spot, one nobody saw coming. He asks her to pretend to be his girlfriend and bring her kids along. He throws in a sweet deal, $300,000 a month. For Laura, who is raising kids alone and stressing over school fees, this money is too good to turn down. She nods and signs a 3-month contract. The doors of the Smith mansion swing open for her. It is a world she has never seen before. Faced with fancy high heels, Laura has no clue what to do. John sees her struggling and calmly tells her to wear flats instead. Comfort comes first. That small move stirs something inside Laura. The kids slide right into their roles, calling him dad so naturally it melts John's heart. First step of the plan is a success. Old man William Smith is over the moon when he sees his great-grandkids. He immediately orders malls bought and animation studios funded just to make the kids smile. But not everyone in the family welcomes them. John's aunt and uncle eye them with suspicion and disgust. In their eyes, Laura and her kids are just poor folks trying to scam money. The tension boils over at the first family dinner. Staring at a table full of Western food, Laura and the kids feel totally out of place. They pick up chopsticks and clumsily attack their steaks. The aunt jumps in with nasty comments, calling them uncultured country bumpkins. Right when Laura feels like shrinking into the floor, John calmly puts down his fork and knife and picks up chopsticks. He backs her up without a word. Seeing this, the old man laughs, grabs chopsticks too, and says eating this way is more fun. The attack on Laura gets shut down just like that, but the aunt won't let it go. She is sure this is all a setup that threatens her place in the family. She secretly collects hair samples from the kids and sends them for a paternity test. She wants cold hard proof to destroy this mother and her kids at the biggest family event, New Year's Eve dinner. All the family members gather. The old man is in high spirits and drops a bombshell. He announces he is transferring 20% of the group's shares, 10 villas and 2 companies, to his great-grandkids. Before anyone can react, the aunt steps up, waving a folder smugly. She declares this is the proof John has been lying to the family. A paternity test report. The air freezes solid. Everyone's eyes lock on the old man. John's heart sinks. He knows the jig is up. He is ready to step forward and take all the blame. But when the old man opens the report, his face shifts from anger to shock and finally to pure joy. The conclusion page reads biological relation match 99.99%. John still has no clue about any of this. He still thinks the kids are rented and steps up to confess to his grandpa, taking all the blame to protect Laura and her kids. The old man, a veteran businessman who ran the family for decades, figures out the whole story in an instant. He keeps quiet watching this pair of real parents and kids who have no idea and decides to let things play out. He shuts down the aunt and insists Laura and the kids move into the mansion because he loves having them around. Late at night in his study, the old man reveals the truth to his trusted aide. 6 years ago, he set up that whole drugging scheme to force John into marrying some socialite. But Laura walked into the wrong room by accident and became the real leading lady. Now he is giving her 3 months to work at the group and prove her character. If she can stand on her own 2 feet with skill and integrity, the Smith family doors will stay open for her for good. If she turns out greedy and selfish, $300 million will be her final goodbye. The next day, Laura walks into the Smith Group as John's executive assistant. For her, this is a whole new battlefield. She has no clue what office drama awaits her, and she doesn't know that the red string she lost years ago is wrapped around her so-called boss's wrist, the one thing he held onto for 6 long years.